Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. On the cast today, we're starting off your North American primetime blocks officially. We've had a lot of smattering of streams here throughout the day, but now is time. The time is now, soon, TM, for a Master Tier match. It's Wrath versus Synapse. And on the cast today, you've got me, Palidore, being joined by DocEducation. We just had him here for that last match. Did a fantastic job solo casting that one while I was hanging back in the cams, just recuperating of sorts. And well, yeah, with that, Doc, how you feeling about this one?
Fantastic. Always good. Any Master Tier match in any of the leagues we have, NA, EU, OCE. Yeah, anytime you're in the Master Tier, you're going to see some absolutely amazing individual and team play. None of these teams got here by having players that have weaknesses in their games or by having teamwork that isn't top notch. So I expect to see a lot of incredible individual and team skill on display for us in this match.
Oh yeah, that is the truth. And also, another thing that is true, the Twitch chat is here again, joining us throughout the day. Crazy Kid, who's been here throughout the afternoons on some of these great matches. Or my afternoon, maybe not yours, but great to see Crazy Kid again, as well as Down Coast Bacon, Nate Appleton. Glad to have you all joining us for this block of potentially 4 matches in a row. Barring some severe delays, which, you know, fingers crossed, we're going to have a lot coming up for you. So obviously Wrath versus Synapse about to start right now. Coming up after that, we have Phoenix versus There Is No Team. After that, Femboys versus Glizzy Gobblers. And after that, Rusty Robots versus High Voltage. That is a lot of fantastic matches as we do get started here in this Master one with first possession looking like it might be Wrath. But never mind, because the Wrath of Zach gets it back.
Zach, with the disc, I noticed that my must have hit. Yep, there we go. I couldn't see the player names, Palidore, so that was tripping me up for a minute there, but got him back up now. .com, that is the man on the back line. He's working his way into open space, not under any pressure, so just gliding there to the left. Pac-Man, kind of daring the blue squad to come out, and the blue squad is saying, no, we're comfortable here, but comfortable there is Zach W. off the assist by .com, sending it in. Put Synapse up by 2.
How about that little handoff? It's so gentle, and indeed, if anyone knows .com and Zach, they're gentle, I think. Are they? Oh, regardless, welcome to the streams, everyone. See Rosie and Kung now also in the chat. Minimum Wage Matt, glad to have you there. Crazy Kit with the hydration, and I will indeed be claiming that shortly as I get stuck here in mid lane. Wrath searching for that disc, but it will be back to Caption and Synapse.
Caption passing down to Zach. Zach looking to pass over to Free Tony. Free Tony looking to move along the floor. He's got an open pass. Oh, but can't quite connect with the bounce pass off the ceiling there. Caption will pick it up and pass it back to .com on the back line.
And to .com being assaulted by Arrow Knight as Zach gets that potential goal, but the pass extra, making it to Caption, and Caption will finish the job with the 4 points now on the board for Synapse. And yeah, they're right back at them again, playing it very patiently and calm. As you said, they're not looking like they're in a terrible hurry.
Yeah, just showing a lot of patience, a lot of confidence, a lot of experience. You really see that at the Master Tier. Players who, you know, in teams, they just know how to slow it down and also when to speed things up. Just like that, Chuck Not Norris with the open goal shot and the stack flying back, and Zach W getting the save. Wow, that was a very nice save there.
Yeah, unfortunately, just didn't have that momentum on that shot from Chuck. I had, you know, going the opposite direction from the goal and really couldn't quite put the mustard behind that to get it through. But that said, they're still going to get the disc back. So Wrath on possession. Link the pass over to Sports. Sports back to Link. And Link into the bubble. That's taken by Chuck. Much more momentum this time as Chuck taps off and taps on in for the 4-2 score.
Nice use of that backboard by Chuck. You know, when you're coming straight up from the bottom or down from the top and you can't see any of the goal open, that backboard is your friend to use, and very hard to defend against, because the goalie has to respect that you're going in to maybe slam it in yourself, and then you just throw it off the backboard, and yeah, very difficult to stop.
Caption here trying to be stopped by Arrow Knight. Of course, gotta shout out Arrow Knight, one of our new moderators, as it was announced here earlier in the morning. That said, won't be morning. Well, they will if they can't get this shot, but a pass off to Arrow Knight, and Arrow Knight, but it being saved by .com, putting a standstill to that opportunity. Back to the other end, there's Sports, and Tony breaking free. And hi, Tony. It's here with Zach now in the tunnel. They're gonna back it out, and Easy does it up the front lane.
Passes now to Zach. Zach over to Caption. Caption back to Zach. Zach working along the left side, looking down the ceiling. It's free Tony. Oh, but Sports getting there with the save.
All right, out of there as well. So nice little grab there from Sports. Of course, great goalie for sure. Very much so, as well as .com on the Synapse side. They're going to grab it back for Wrath, and just down by 2 points, a few minutes in, so rather low scoring here to start it off as a tap from Chuck goes midfield.
Disc is bouncing around, but as you say, .com on the back line there, he swoops it up. Free Tony's now working in space. He's going to look to pass, but stunned out, double stun. So both players stunned out, and it will be Wrath getting it there. But on the back line, Zach stealing it and passing up to the ceiling. Caption has an opportunity. He's going to look to pass to .com, who will slow it down. Passes to Zach. Zach over to Tony. Oh, so close there. And Chuck bounces it back toward the midline.
And now to the regather just underneath, actually. .com there in the midfield, looks like, but will be Zach taking that, sending it to Caption. Caption eyeing that sky, eyeing the bounce, and now eyeing down on the stacks. These players chained together quickly as .com and Caption actually causes another turnover, so getting control back off of some stuns, and now back into the offense here to maybe pull ahead by a couple goals with 4:40 left in round one.
Passes back, the reset there. The bubble defense from Wrath is very strong. All of their players are in the bubble. They're daring Synapse to come in. Synapse says, "Hey, we're ahead. We're chilling. We're gonna pass out. We're gonna pass back in, and we're gonna score on you." I'm not sure who that was, but it goes off the head of Sports and brings Synapse rather up by 4.
And yeah, just tough go things there as they line up in their stacks. 4 minutes left here in the round one as I blow at Sports with the disc just beyond the reach of that stack, and they're gonna tap it right back to Sports. Needs to be careful because otherwise there's Zach, and there is trouble brewing inside that goal. They're up 9-2.
Wow, yeah, that's how quickly the game turns from having the disc to just a little bit of a misconnection to having an open goal 3. So Synapse now leading by 7 with 3.5 minutes left.
See Mamba as well, the realist one, in fact, over there in the chat. Didn't we once upon a time, I can't even remember the exact name now. Hold on, because Arrow Knight is going to claim a shot. That's a great 11-second goal. Didn't take any time at all. And what was it, Mamba? Didn't we said something about a something flow school? I think I'm not quite sure. I was under the impression that you taught people how to rap, though, based off what Dimmy said. So, hit me up sometime. But also, yeah, what's up to Mamba stopping in here, watching as a fan today? It looks like, so kind of taking on the Palidore and Doc role, I guess.
That's right, Mamba can do it all, and Zach W gets stuffed by Sports, so he's doing it all right now, keeping his team in the game, and it will be Chuck, not Norris, passing it up, but stunned out, and the disc hauled in by Synapse.
Yeah, not Norris got stuck indeed, but up top it's gonna drop for that shot, anchoring down just inside the line, so 2-point shot, but .com is gonna find that without too much of an issue. 11-4, 2:25 remaining, and Real Mamba says, the Real Mamba, School of Flow. All right, well, good to know.
That's a pretty cool school name. I want to sign up as well. If you're accepting applications, consider mine in. I will fill out whatever form you require, mister.
Mr. Mamba. There you go. The boss. All right. At the moment in the tunnel, though, the disc will be lost to Zach. Zach eyeing it down. I mean, wasted no time. You see, full confidence. You talk about players who can do it all. Definitely Zach is one of those, especially when it comes to just that creativity on the floor, as we've seen over the weeks and over the seasons. That said, on the floor, there's Zach trying to find that pass, and the elevator doors closing on Caption. Caption finding Tony. Tony breaking free, and they've got the 13th.
Wow. Yeah, just some really incredible passing. Synapse really spreading the field, going on the left, going on the right, going on the floor, going on the ceiling. They're attacking from every angle, and that bubble defense from Wrath is kind of getting crushed a little bit. Now down by 9.
And Chuck Not Norris over in the tunnel with about a minute left, trying to at least close that gap just a bit, but being eyed down and strike down free. Tony through on that clear, and maybe a chance for an open goal, but one covered, and indeed Arrow Knight. That is a mighty fine save there, right in time, but still yet back to Synapse perhaps.
He sure moderated that goal, and now picked up. Free Tony is working his way. Oh, but Free Tony with the jukes inverted. Sends it in.
I'm filing a ticket. Arrow Knight, yeah, one of our new league moderators, of course, got to shout that out. Had a lot of applications, and great to see all the interest and people wanting to help out here. But we, this morning, welcomed Arrow Knight, Captain Wigglepants, and Ikaika Higashi to the moderation team, joining, of course, our great moderators here, as one more for .com, as the time will wind down. That's going to be all of a sudden an 18-4 advantage. I mean, Synapse was ahead throughout the round, but seemingly just blowing it up in the last few minutes for that victory.
Yeah, Palidore, Wrath was with some incredible defense in the beginning, and I don't know if Synapse made a little bit of an adjustment. They were definitely taking their time, passing the disc out, and allowing their full offensive pressure to go in. I did see some missed passes, some bounces off Geo that also gave Synapse some open goals, and that also contributed to the runaway at the end of that round.
And hashtag free Tony, I guess. Catching up with the Twitch chat there. I was curious about the name. But yeah, free Tony, otherwise known as iTony, otherwise known as Tony, otherwise known as Antgas. Just kidding. But that's another Tony. In any case, yeah, glad to have you guys here. See Essident, welcome to the stream. Rox Titan joining in. Andy, and I already shouted out Mamba, but I'll shout it out again. Mamba and the School of Flow or something or other. Why did I already forget? Because short-term caster memory. Real Mamba, School of Flow. I was pretty close. So with
Real Mamba, School of Flow indeed. 18-4 first round. I'm looking for Wrath to bounce back in round 2. I think they're gonna come out strong here.
Yeah, and if they don't, I'll beat them up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't hurt me, Chuck. Scared of the Norris. That said, Wrath here and Synapse back to the second round. It will be won by Wrath from the Joust, and nice chains together as they will grab that disc first. Now, being careful, needing to be careful, but it was Tony and Caption just in an instant were there with a stun, so that is abusive indeed on the mod team, but free Tony. Very happy to see their first 2 already in just 15 seconds of playtime.
Yeah, it's an excellent example of what we call dribbling. So that's where 2 players are together, and one of them has the disc, and they throw the disc down toward the area where they want to go, and then they regrab. So they throw themselves off each other to gain speed and go after the disc that they just threw. So Tony, and I'm not sure who Tony was regrabbing with, but they had the disc. Yeah, Tony's got the stun out and the steal. Threw it toward the other side, regrabbed with the partner, got to the disc quick enough that the defense couldn't recover, and scored there to put Synapse up by 2. Disc is now, though, in the orange side, but it will be Caption picking it up and sending it back toward YouTube, and he'll clear it out. And it looks like we might have another dribbling opportunity. Zach W. and Free Tony together. Zach W. picks it up. He's on the floor, but stunned out, and it'll be Chuck Not Norris picking it up for Wrath.
Well, that was a very long explanation of dribbling, but I gotta correct you because dribbling is what happens when I try to redeem Hydrate while also casting. But nonetheless, back here to .com, and he's gonna have that reset, and they have the 2-point advantage, and we'll slow it down again here.
Showing a lot of patience. .com passing to the left tunnel, passing over, trying to connect with Free Tony, but that pass not there. Tony now trying to do the ender. He did it, but he lost the disc. Has to pass back to Zach, who's right there, and he'll pass to .com, who will look to reset for Synapse.
And back to the wall, grabbed here by Zach. Zach quickly adjusting the orientation there, going from inverted to just default style, going for that very nice pass, but Link1 getting the grab, snagging that out of Sports, and Sports has got to be furious at that, stealing his stats, but very nice grab, almost a goal even, as it does get recovered by Link. Link, oh, trying to put it down, but instead loses it and rebound to .com.
.com with the great pass toward the left tube, and Wrath hustling back toward their own goal, so giving the opportunity to Synapse to set up their offense. But there's some damage. Arrow Knight with that abuse, open a ticket. Palidore, he stole that one, and but now getting the disc back is Synapse, and but it will be Chuck Not Norris who sends it through and looking to make a shot. No, .com with the save.
Oh, and the wave. Oh my goodness, what just happened? .com juked himself. Link1 eyes him down, just looks him in the face as if to say, mine. That was rude. That was rude from both players.
What just happened? I'm looking at that replay. Did he kind of shake it at him and then just lost the disc there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just release the grip, but that was unusual. Whatever it was, it happened, and with that, a tie has happened. I'm sure Wrath is happy about it for sure, and with that, Arrow Knight back on the chance for maybe a lead if they can play their offensive cards right.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where, you know, if you're Synapse, you really have to buckle down right now. Those kind of errors can cause a chain, and Arrow Knight with the pass, it's Link1 who's going to pass back to Chuck Not Norris. What a save by .com.
Undoing. Otherwise, it was a fantastic series of passes. It's just stringing it along that bubble in close proximity. With that, though, there's Chuck Norris. You see why I said I was afraid? Because he does stuff like that. So gets the stun, but now gets stunned. So now it's Caption saying, I'm not afraid. And he's going to send that way down the blue line with a goal momentarily exposed. Could be dangerous, but back into the tunnel, and some brawls now happening here at midfield.
Yeah, Disc is now bouncing around. They're all fighting for it. Disc is not really controlled by anyone right now. It's just being passed hands, but just like that, .com gets it. He's in a safe position, but can't quite connect with the teammate, so it looks like it'll be picked up by Wrath.
Wrath, another opportunity here to maybe take a lead. That's going to bounce just off the back wall, but there with, again, a lot of time. So even though the cams weren't there, just based on recent history even, you know that those Synapse players were definitely bothering those Wrath stacks in the back line because they just had a lot of time, and not an uncommon thing to see here against the teams that Synapse has been facing as of late.
Synapse now, Caption's working, he passes it on the ceiling. Free Tony is taking his time, passes back to .com. They've got their space, they've got their quadrangle going. Zach W working his way along the floor. He's going to pass back to .com, but can't quite get there. There will be a little bit of pressure. .com will make the pass, though, to Caption. Caption passing along the floor to Zach. Zach, oh, getting stunned out by Link, and Sports there with the clear.
And deep into the orange side. That's an immediate fling. Oh, Link1. That was a hot one. Not chicken at all. 5-2. Fearless.
A hot Link indeed. That was fire coming out of the hand. I continually am amazed when players can pick up the disc that fast and turn around and fire an absolute dart into the net from that far away. That was an incredible finish there by Link.
Absolutely. A huge shot there to put them ahead by a few points. And Synapse trying to react and recover as they try and get undercover through that stack. Look at the so aggressive coming in from Wrath, but now breaking apart. So Zach trying to hit .com going up on in, but now it's out thanks to the stun from behind, then the rebound. That said, maybe shot found, no, decline by Arrow Knight.
Sent out, but oh, Caption gets his chance. Oh, and Caption capturing that opportunity, sending it in for 2, bringing Synapse back within 1.
It was wild. That disc got stuck up there a few different times on all these slaps and recoveries. I thought it was gone twice, but no, it just stuck. So with that, always going to be tough, and the 50-50s being won in that particular instance by Synapse. So right back to the reaction for Link, for Wrath, for Chuck, who passes it across to Arrow Knight. Oh, big shot here with less than 3 minutes. They're up by 4.
Incredible passing, incredible vision, and the knowledge that the goalie was not there. Arrow Knight is not going to miss those shots. That was a big-time 3.
Big time indeed, and man, some good energy here you're seeing from Wrath in this second round, starting to put it together as they do try and get their stacks back together. Quick shout out to Grumpiest Broom for a couple tier 1 gifted subs to the community. Appreciate that very much, and maybe this one could be for you. That saved the recovery and delivering is Zach.
Wow, what a finish there. Zach not giving up, even though the first shot didn't make it. I think it was Chuck, not Norris, who wasn't quite able to clear it out. And yeah, that hurts when you make a save like that and you've got the disc in your hand and you know I got to get it out, and then they steal it and stink it in. Oh man, that hurts.
Oh, definitely does. And now some offense here. The pace continues to burn hot. Arrow Knight sending it backwards, but nobody really there. They're still going to be able to get the bounce at least. Sports trying to send one in after a little hesitation pass and found the right player. Chuck sending it through to Link, and now to Arrow, but almost a good play. Could still be yet. And there it is off the turbo jets from Chuck in the right place, the right time for that 2-point find.
Wrath really connected right now. Their passes are really crisp. They've got their bubble offense going. That was on the floor. It was behind the goal. It was on the ceiling. It was everywhere. And there's no chance for the defense to stop that kind of passing.
1 minute, and at minimum here, Synapse needing to score twice. So they've been trying to favor some of this slow play throughout these games, but obviously now it's more so the pressure is mounted and they know they can't hold on for too long. They got to score, and they got to score pretty quick.
.com now working his way. They do have their bubble offense set up. Oh, but the Sports coming through with the save. YouTube can't quite get it. So yeah, just like that, with 50 seconds left, time is running out. Free Tony will look to get it and clear it through into the blue side.
And maybe I Blow It Sports doing a little bit of the .com on .com, kind of lurched out of that goal, as the goal will be scored by Zach, so they're still in it. Yeah, maybe that just a little bit of a light bait, I think, on that. We've seen .com do that to several people, where he stands in an area where it looks like, oh, as an offensive player, oh, maybe I got the window. I can shoot this. I can make this before he pushes out and saves it, but not the case. It's very tricky are these players, and as long as they hold on to the disc here, they should be secure for round 3, and that clear might just do it.
It might just do it, but it's not quite over, and I think that clear will definitely do it. Wrath holding on in round 2. They held the lead, I think, all the way through, or maybe at least early on, and yeah, they take round 2, and we're going to get to see a round 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and Wrath definitely a strong comeback there. First round was 18-4, so very, very hefty offensive game to start it off for Synapse, but now only being held to all of, 8 points in round 2. So a big return for Wrath, being able to not only score more, but hold the opposition to less. And now Synapse, kind of the one coming in, will be feeling all the more stress to close this one out in the next 10 minutes.
This is going to be an amazing round 3. Both Yeah, especially after that round 2, Wrath really coming back after getting it a little bit handed to them in round 1, but showing their master tier pedigree. You know, they're not crumbling. They believe in themselves. They believe in their attack. They believe in their defense. And yeah, especially with sports getting 5 saves, every member of Wrath getting at least 1 save. They're showing they can really hold Synapse down when they want to, and I think they're going to come out with a lot of confidence in round 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And both teams kind of needing to do just that. For Wrath, certainly come out with that full swagger, knowing that, you know, this is yours for the taking. You're feeling good off that last win as, wow, gone with a win off that stack. That was a just immediate boost down the floor off of a headbutt. So fast. But yeah, first possession now, maybe going back as, nope, Wrath is there to contest. The slice is open, and twice on the points. It's Chuck closing that door.
Chuck brawling like his namesake that he is certainly not Norris of, and getting that disc, sending it in for 2. Wrath coming in, they've got confidence, they've got momentum. Let's see what Synapse can do. How are they going to respond?
Yeah, absolutely. For Wrath, this would be huge because, going into Challenger Cups and such next weekend, I mean, a win here against Synapse would be just incredible for their momentum and their story here in these first several weeks. Certainly putting in some tremendous efforts, and that match against Illuma Duty a few days back was just phenomenal. Another 3-rounder. So they've been just on the cusp, and they're trying to capture a victory here at the last, basically the midnight hour of this cycle.
And just like that, Sir Dimwee in chap upping the ante, saying that he will shave his bleep head if Wrath wins. So I don't know, Palidore. I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to be neutral here, but I think I'm going for Wrath now.
Well, it is now saved and captured for posterity in all of the streams, since we said it out loud. So Dimwee has you to thank for that. And all right, so the stakes even higher, but nonetheless, trying to take it back is Zach. Chuck, not Norris there, with a clear through the mid lane and just past that creeping midfielder. That score might be there. Oh, the overshoot, though, damaging, but they'll still get it back. Chuck gets the 2 from 6 meters. They're up by 4.
Wow, Chuck flying in, ducking 2 players from Synapse and sending it in, just barely in the bubble there, just barely missing out on the 3. But now Wrath up by 2 goals and 4 points.
Wow, they came out with the fire they needed, so some stability is what Synapse is certainly looking for here. .com over to that tunnel to Tony, and Tony trying to break loose of that defense, but 2 of them in there, so they'll opt for the back out instead.
Caption now working away along the floor, looking to pass. It's Zach W with the catch and the quick shot, bringing Synapse on the board, and now only down by 2.
I talked about searching for stability. Well, hey, if you want some stable offense, you hand it to that guy, and he will get you a goal more often than not. So that's what they needed. They cut that lead, or that deficit, in half. Only a 2-point difference here, and right back at them now. Wrath with this quick launch out, and pretty nicely there down the midline, and also denying those stacks just a bit.
Link 1 now working along the backside. He's got options on the left, the right, and just behind him. Arrow Knight looking to make the pass, but jumping the pass there is Caption. But Chuck Not Norris gets it right back and sends it in for 3.
What? Wow, that was such a soft shot, and I was sure there was a retreating goalie, but then couldn't find the anchor apparently. Just look gradually, and the thing is, got the 3. That is massive on top of massive plays from Chuck Norris here in this game.
Chuck really showing up right now, and Synapse under a little bit of pressure. There's plenty of time left, but they're definitely feeling it. Passing now, Caption working his way, but stolen out by Link 1. So this game is really heating up, Palidore.
Definitely heating up our Wrath. They get another possession here off this turnover. That stack getting split up on their own right. Meanwhile, in the back line, that's going to sail very, very close to that goal. Taken here, though, by .com. No doubt some goosebumps and some hairs sticking up on the back of the neck on that near shot.
Absolutely, that was really close. And now it looks like Wrath immediately back with the disc, and they do have a stack together. They'll pass it out. Link one can't quite make it, but right there, oh, Chuck Not Norris just got it stolen by .com. That would have been another opportunity there.
Yeah, some of these clears are looking a little bit rushed. That shot, however, very intentional, will still miss off that corner. And now sailing out, looking like meeting them each other at the same time. Caption there in Arrow Knight. Meanwhile, that pass to Zach. Oh, the save nearly there, but unfortunately, Sports kind of saved it, but also dragged it in at the same time. 3-point differential. Wrath still in the lead with Joust advantage here.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if someone in chat saying Synapse fell asleep in round 2. They are definitely not asleep right now. Ooh. We have an absolute knockdown, drag out fight going on in the Master Tier. No one wants to lose. Everyone wants to win. Arrow Knight going after the disc. .com picking it up there and passing it all over to Caption. They're looking to reset their offense here.
That they are. Clear off into the blue zone. Everyone, again, piling up on that disc based off those stacks. One moment, there's no one there. The next moment, everyone is there. Caption is there with that disc, sending it to the boot. Has an option up high as well. So eyeing down Zach, perhaps, with the pass a bit astray. They do have someone at the station, though, to make another play at this.
.com now passing it along to Zach. Zach's got options. Right on the backside. Free Tony picking it up and dunking it in.
1-point game. So credit to Synapse here in the latter portions of this round, or at least the last couple minutes now. Found that stability. It started with Zach on that first shot for them, and now Zach assisting Tony there for another shot. They're starting to pump it up just a little bit and feeling their groove again that they had lost for a little while there. So Wrath needs to be careful on this joust, not to give up 3 in a row to Wrath, or to Synapse rather.
We've got 4 minutes left, less than. We've got a 1-minute game, or 1-point game. This is for all the marbles. Whoever takes this one takes the match. So Caption working his way, looking to make a pass, can't quite connect. Arrow Knight pressuring .com. Arrow Knight stealing the disc, passing over to Sports to Link. Link from the ceiling, sending fire from the sky. Back up by 3.
I cannot over exaggerate or just how important that score was. They needed that so badly because Synapse was making a push. That will give them a little bit more comfort, at the very least stop that runaway train that we were starting to see from Synapse, because we know they're a team who can get those points up in a hurry if they need. Looked like a momentary pause, but maybe just a mispress, because that was canceled pretty much immediately.
Yeah, maybe someone wanted a little breather or maybe just a mispress, but on the offensive joust, and immediately under pressure and stunned out. Wrath stack is really moving fast. Link 1 and Chuck Not Norris rather, are just absolutely flying, pressuring the disc everywhere it goes. And Chuck Not Norris gets the stun and the steal. He'll look to clear it out, and it's bouncing around on the floor.
And just sailing aimlessly right outside that bubble. Zach will get there for the recovery along with Caption, trying to link up once again. The two of them here for that dribbling play. Caption, the only one who breaks free. Oh, a misgrab, unfortunately, in the back line could cost them, will cost them. Caption gets back, and they're within 1 once more.
Within 1 with 2 minutes left, Palidore. We got a 2-minute game, 1-point difference. Both of these teams just absolutely clawing right now. Both of these teams know what's at stake. Wrath, especially, as you mentioned, might be in the relegation in the Challengers Cup. Even if they are, they want to feel good going in. Zach W flying in on the head, and Sports now looking to control it. Passes to Link 1 in the left tube.
Yeah, absolutely. The stakes here certainly very real, as Chuck, who's been heroic in this game, had some great plays in round 2 and to start off round 3, but now getting stunned there, just too many in the area. 4 defenders basically all surrounding, but that said, missing that first grab. Caption is there. They could take a lead with a passing play to a score. That goal is exposed, and that goal is closed. Free Tony pull themselves up by their boots to a 1-point advantage very, very late in the final round.
Wow, goalie diving out there, trying to add pressure, just barely missed Free Tony, and that gave a pretty open goal. Someone did recover, but couldn't stop Free Tony from sending it in. So we're still at a 1-point game, and Wrath is playing really well, passing there, can't quite connect. Disc is bouncing around. It will be picked up by Chuck Not Norris, who looks to clear it back. No one there, but Sports does eventually pick it up and tries to reset.
All right, and a 1-point game could be a 2, and they're back up by 1, 11-10. Wrath, it's Chuck once again off the assist from Sports, and this is a sport. This is Echo Arena, and this is what it's all about. Crunch time.
Chat absolutely going nuts with that 2-pointer from Chuck Not Norris, bringing Wrath up by 1. We got a 30-second game. .com sending it out, can't quite connect. Disc is bouncing around, it's on the ceiling. It's anyone's disc right now. Wrath has got to get that disc. Free Tony now sends it back. Caption sending it over. It's passed over to Zach W. He's going to work his way along the left side. He's got an open man. Free Tony.
Oh!
Free Tony sends it in. To go up by 1. Is that the end, Palidore?
It's the end. That is a big comeback from Synapse from the jaws of defeat and dealing the heartbreaker straight into Wrath at the last few seconds in that final possession. Synapse looking dead in the water, but suddenly coming up alive and well. And now they can breathe, and so can we. And Wrath was so close to that victory.
Wrath was so close, and we were so close to having a shaved head Dimwee. Oh.
Oh, man, that's Wrath has been having these super close matches. I mean, they have been really stepping it up here in the last few weeks, and they very nearly dealt a tremendous blow to Synapse, and it would have been a big upset, certainly, by many people. You know, you can see it in the chat. They were lively, they were engaged, and they were feeling that match all the way up to those last seconds. That was crazy.
Absolutely incredible match. As you say, Wrath has really been stepping it up. Synapse, obviously one of the very top tier teams, and Wrath, looks like they probably will be going to the Challengers Cup, but with taking a round and nearly taking the match, they got to be going in with a lot more confidence than even a week ago.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. This is going to be. I'm super curious in following Wrath into Challengers Cup because. As I said, if you eye the record and such, it would be a little misleading compared to what they've actually been doing the last couple weeks, especially. They have been very visibly really putting together some steam, and their chemistry has been getting all the better. They've been, again, the last 2 or 3 games, they've been getting to these round 3s here. Same thing, they faced Kangos the other night when I was streaming that one, and it was close. I mean, they're right on the cusp. So even though they're going to have to go into the Challengers Cup, and kind of duke it out with all these other teams trying to claim that spot, I would pay attention because Wrath has not been rolling over. And if nothing else, they have been building up. So that it could all accumulate into a fantastic set of series the next weekend in the Challengers Cup. So definitely be very well aware of that. With that, we do have the next match lined up really soon here between Tint and Phoenix. I do have my invite, so I'm going to put you guys just on the brief intermission, and we shall be back right around the corner. And dodging, juking, looking for the passing play perhaps, but unfortunately no one in the lane that Anubis was looking for. But with that, Ghost Duck trying to tap it off, and in the trap, Tuna Fish and Caesar contesting. But Caesar making a Caesar salad out of that, and oh my goodness, again, Caesar! All the way from Rome.
Pass to Zenith, and Kango's really taking their time here with the bounce passes. Oh, and the really slick pass, and eventually ending up in a goal for Kangaroo and Strembitsky.
Caps are not able to get there. Oh, that's.
Oh, hold on, Dimwee! Hold on, Dimwee! It's a shot from Ender! 300, way deep down, 54. What a hit! That was crazy.
It's got to be a record.
So Charlie 13 now with it, sending it across to Swift. Swift trying to find him and finding Alikos. Alikos making an attempt happen and making that goal in the top pocket.
The disc gets over to Mozzie here. Mozzie going for across the single shot, and single shot, just looking for a single shot and puts it in with 8 meters per second on the shot.
They're going to be forced to compete up against them. If they want to have a chance, they got to improve. They got to get good enough to beat the likes of Phantoms or Gravity or anyone that's at the top. That's a ridiculous across-court bounce shot.
The goalie, you should definitely do it. So yeah, you have to be careful with that sometimes. But anyways, here coming back into the game here, Camjam is gonna go for the deep, nice crop pass. Who has a 1v1 opportunity here, just denying any chance here for Leviathan to come back, and again makes it a 3-point game.
Rock Tour saying possession must be super in favor of. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back after that, again, incredible match we just witnessed. 3-round Master Division between Synapse and Wrath. Right down to the final seconds of that one. Synapse coming ahead, and now we are going ahead into the continuation of this exciting night of streams. We'll have 3, potentially 4 in a row, maybe even more. We'll see by the end of it exactly where we're at, but I mean, right now, coming into There Is No Team versus Phoenix. So glad to see these teams back here on stream on VRML Channel 1 for everyone at home. From the desk on the casting side of things, I'm Palidore, being joined by DocEducation once again, and let's get to it.
Teams coming out, it will be hit first by There Is No Team, but Sniper gets it and sends it over into the blue side. The stack is there. The man vacant. Oh, he can't quite get it. He misses the shot, but Monster picks it up, and White Dragon with a save. So instant activity, Palidore, in this match.
Yeah, and the predictions are up now. If you guys want to vote, you got 2 minutes here as we start off right quick. And we'll be taken by Red Nathan P here. Nathan backing it out over to White Dragon. And yeah, the offense now fanning the floor, spreading it across all the options you can see. I like the spacing, the passing, the handoffs, and it will be White Dragon with maybe one more to the shoulder. They got the option for maybe an alley-oop, but instead getting spilled there. Shady. Who's that?
Who dat? White Dragon now looks like the fastest one on the floor, and they will get the disc. White Dragon looking to set up for There Is No Team, makes a pass over to Guygasm. Guygasm's going to work it up, uses that bounce pass really beautifully, but doesn't quite get there. Looks like Rad Nathan P is going to be in the area. Under pressure though, and Sniper, but off the shoulder, misses one there, but it's Guygasm who's going to reset. They're in the bubble. Passes to Nathan. Nathan sends it in.
There you go, some good team building exercises, yeah, for the side of There Is No Team. Of course, comprised of a very familiar team. Ready at dawn, what have you. These guys, they know what's up. Guygasm, he knows what's up. In fact, he found Nathan to put them up. And Phoenix now. Well, they're a team who can definitely get up. Phoenix, after all, but that said, vacant with the disc and sending it over to that Cloud. Really, really close quarters passing here.
Yeah, really close quarters passing, but really accurate passing and working it out. But just like that, Shady jumping in and stealing that pass. Who will get there first? It will be the stack. It will be Rad Nathan P. So Nathan P is going to look to go backwards, reset here. Really smooth move there so that There Is No Team can reset. Nathan P now with the disc, passes up to Shady. Shady, I'm not sure which. Passes over, and Guygasm will pick it back up.
Shady, the real Shady, the real Slim Shady, maybe. Not sure who this guy could possibly be, but I gotta say, there was a point in time where I asked if Shady wanted to be on my ESL Season 1 team. He totally ditched me, disappeared off the map. What's up with that and why? Nonetheless, White Dragon trying to look for that encore shot, maybe off the bounce, but will be denied. Nonetheless, just a little bit low as it's taken here at the midfield by a big pile-up. Vacant trying to deal some damage to Dragon, but Dragon shielding that and enabling this shot attempt as a pass goes to happen, but snagged by Monster. The Monster definitely from under the bed and from out of there, it's sent.
That was a monster save. Wow, flying in through the goal and saving it there. A Guygasm picks it back up for there is no team. It'll bounce around or in the trap area and sent back in. So a little bit of disc changing hands here as White Dragon will look to get it. But no, Vacant takes a shot. It bounces off the shield.
And back to the midfield off that tap, right past the midfielder. So goal is anyone's for the taking, and Tint would love to capitalize on that. But that said, Vacant getting there first. Crazy Kit redeeming the hydrate. Glad to do it in just a second here. And Dimwee shouting out, great game to Sports. Absolutely phenomenal, in fact. Super enjoyable one. And like I said, looking forward to the weekend as it will be Sniper. Oop, just getting wiped out. However, few different defenders and White Dragon the clear.
Wow, yeah, that was a big bunch of blue bodies in there, but disc now passes around. Vacant looks to reset. He will get the disc stolen by White Dragon, sent out, and the stacks are getting together. It will, but bouncing off Geo there. But there is a lone player. Oh, he missed it, and the disc is now bouncing around in the middle of the orange zone.
So a little tap off to Nathan, able to claim that disc and sending it to Dragon. White Dragon right back, again, the handoff, so liking what I'm seeing. They're coming off, just as fast as they need to be, just as precise. And there it goes again to the Nugget as they drive into this goal for that attempt off the backboard. And with some contempt, it's Dragon to Nathan, and that's a special delivery. Also
wow,
shady.
that was like an old school. I mean, that was just a nice, easy. It looked like Rad was just throwing it off the backboard in the backyard and playing basketball there. That was really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that team play. And I said this too because we've streamed Tint. I've casted Tint a few times here this season, and got off to a rough start. They've been much, much better in recent weeks, and I thought, well, I knew that was the case. Just need a little bit of time is all, because now their team play is definitely on multiple levels above where they started this season. Just had to get into the rhythm of things. Now we're starting to see that team play, that Tint play, as Phoenix, though, showing their team play here and their defensive play, denying that one. They're down, but not by too much. Only by 4, with 4 minutes still left in this first round.
Yeah, plenty of time for either team to score a lot of points here. Vacant now back to Breezebow. Breezebow looking to get the offense set up. Passes down to Monster. Monster on the floor. Gets stunned out by Guygasm. Guygasm will clear it through. And the stack from Tint can't quite stay there, but they do recover. And under pressure there is Sniper. He'll look to pass it down, but can't quite connect there. Sniper recovers and will clear it through.
Yeah, and that gets right into the midst there as a shot is going to be snagged by Guy. Breezebow making that attempt, so right back to there is no team on blue. Meanwhile, the defense trying to just get back desperately into the goal or on the disc before Tint can punish once more.
Tint now, what a move by Vacant, coming in and stealing the disc. It'll be tapped out from White Dragon to Nathan P. Nathan P looking to pass back to White Dragon, but off the Geo there, and Sniper will get it, but moving backwards and having to clear it out, can't quite get the strong clear, so the disc is now bouncing around, and Tint definitely has an opportunity here, but Breezebow with some incredible defense, and it looks like Breezebow will get the full clear.
Yeah, now just trying to find the boost. That's the important part, the second part of this equation, as it will be claimed eventually by Dragon, but Dragon getting stunned, Sniper getting stunned, everyone getting stunned. Check under your seats. There's one for you, one for you, one for everyone, as Guy pulls away, as does Shady on this play. Over to the wedge, but a little beyond the reach, as Vacant gets there to meet Shady, and then back again to the opposite side, as a bit of chaos now forming on the passing lanes.
Chaos, but White Dragon is setting up on the nest, having to move over to shoulder under pressure. Nathan P looking to pass back. It's Shady on the floor. Shady looking to pass. Nathan P open. Nathan P driving in. Shady off the shield. Shady with the assist by Nathan P. Tint up by 6.
Yeah, and a great assist again. Just fundamental, right? where it needed to be. See that work up the floor? They found the open lane, the open player, Shady there. And up, but once more, not by a lot. I mean, only 2 minutes left. We're just a few goals or 2 threes away from a potential tie. That said, this will really hurt those efforts if that goes in. It does not, so sailing out of the bubble and back to Vacant, who sends it to Monster. Monster getting it to the stack, and this is another one of those dribble plays like you mentioned, Doc. Maybe about to buy them their 2 points in a very timely manner, too, because they needed that.
It's a really good, for anyone kind of looking to upskill, you know, maybe you already know what regrabbing is. Practice some dribbling. That's when you get 2 people together and one person throws it and sends it through. That works at even this master level. It's a very effective way of moving the disc over to the other side of the zone. With that, oh, that was an open goal. Shady can't quite get there. That would have been really big for Tint.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Dribbling, it's advanced clear and boost. It's clear and boost with intention, and Nathan snagging that out. No intention of letting that in. Quick shout out as well. See Pawn Stream back in there, as well as Hello Snow, Gator Rich, and going right back into the blue. Shady clears it to the trap.
Disc is now in the trap area, and it looks like Vacant will pick it up. Passes over to Sniper. Sniper making the really nice pass to Breezebo. Breezebo now is under a little bit of pressure, so sends it back to Vacant. Vacant looking to use that ceiling as a bounce pass, but can't quite get there. Disc is open. Vacant now making his move, pushing off the shoulder and sending it in.
Yeah, Vacant putting on the moves, and yeah, they needed to make a move, any move. They're still in this, despite the fact that their scores didn't come until basically the last minute and a half, 2 minutes or so of this round. They came at exactly the right time to at least give them a chance to still potentially win this, especially with the very interesting stack interactions as it will be. Back to Vacant. Oh, Vacant, the turnover cause, and with a rebound here, it's slapping it in, sending it. No, couldn't make the shot. 5 seconds left. Grabbed here by Sniper. Sniper with that chance, and they will force an OT.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 2 opportunities missed, but the 3rd opportunity gained. Phoenix sending it into OT.
Yeah, how about that? Talk about it had to happen. Those scores had to happen at that juncture, the last minute and a half. It came late, but it was right on time. That said, a timely stack gonna be had here. Both teams trying to get there first and try to not be on the heels defensively. A bounce shot, their claim to fame, and Nathan does it in 2017 style from a mile down the road.
Oh my Lord. That was no accident, my friends.
Oh no.
That was not a lucky shot. That was all skill. That was precision. That was a double bounce from distance. Nathan P. taking it for Tint.
Make no mistake, because I've even said this in the last few streams in a row. Repetition is the great enemy of casters, and so far I've succumbed to its wounds. But nonetheless, I'm going to say it again. Nathan has been making those, in particular, those long-range, midfield bounce shots off the bottom. That is his bread and butter, and it has been since basically the very, very beginning. That's something he does, and he does so consistently. And because of that muscle memory, because of that consistency, that when it came down to crunch time, it's not something he had to think about. It's just something he did, because that's what he does. And that's why they got the win, despite Phoenix incredibly valiant effort to almost come back at the end.
Yeah, and you can see it. I mean, it was a totally unconscious shot. He got the disc and immediately threw it down. Perfect shot by Nathan P. So looking at some stats, it was Nathan P scoring 7 for There Is No Team, Shady adding 2, and for Phoenix it was Vacant doing most of the scoring with 4, Sniper with 2, but some really nice saves as well, with Vacant getting 4 saves and Gygasm getting 2 for Tint.
And definitely Twitch chat loving the ending of that game. Intense as ever. That pass to Vacant. And we had here some great handoff plays. There it is. There it goes. And well, there it was. Shady getting the save, but just a little bit too inside that goal. And that is going to be painful for any goalkeeper, but certainly, well, gainful for Phoenix here to get that first goal.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yes.
You get that save, maybe you cock the disc back in order to get your clear out, and as you bring the disc back, it just goes right in the goal. I have had that happen, and it's okay. You'll great save, Shady. Great save. You'll get it back, no problem. And getting it back immediately with the assist is Shady, and the finish is Guygasm.
Yeah, great handoff, and then just finishing that shot. So tying it up, and there you go. See, you get scored, kind of little self-goal off of a save. Well, you make up for it in the other end in not even 16 seconds. It's effectively 0-0 again, just the first minute expended in round 2.
Tie game with 9 minutes left. We've had one OT already. Will we see more? Will we see a round 3? Both of these teams fighting hard. Nathan P looking to make his move. He does have an open opportunity with White Dragon. White Dragon doing some styling. Has to pass it back with doesn't want to go 1v4. Getting the pass off the ceiling. Nathan P picks it up, and holding on to the bottom part of the ring is Guygasm, swooping it up and dunking it in.
Yeah, Guy on the ring, and that is a perfect marriage on that team chemistry with that pass. Up by 2 once again, 2 minutes expended here, and fun match so far without a doubt. It's the now Oculus Later in there, Galactic Rift, Crazy Kit, the Prime, Captain Wiggle Pants. What's up, what's up? All of the love to you guys as we continue this game. Wonder T-Man, the Raid of 2. What a Viking. Thanks for joining us, Wonder T, of course, one of our casters.
Absolutely, Wonder T. Good to see you on the stream, and Shady now picking it up, having to bounce it over, but there's no one there on the right side for Tint, so it will be an open opportunity. It looks like Monster is going to get there first, but White Dragon is going to collect it and pass back to Guygasm for the reset.
And Guy just gently handing off to White Dragon. White Dragon eyeing the players, one in the back, couple in the front, and they will back it out to Guy. Oh, Sniper kind of crab walking there on the floor, was able to at least cause some trouble for Tint, but they still get possession right back, and now maybe the defense a bit out of position, but so was the pass. Couldn't convert. Re-grabbed here by Sniper, and Sniper sending it through. Ricocheted clear in the tunnel.
Amazing cross pass, but not quite there. Oh, almost there is that shot, but Shady now flying in and sending it back toward the orange side.
And goal covered off somewhat here on this end. There's a few defenders in the bubble, no one in goal itself. That said, not able to really wrangle that disc for Phoenix. So back to there is no team. And cutting in, the numbers trying to get back on defense, and they do. There's Monster, another timely steal away, and that's through midfield.
Disc is now bouncing around. Who's going to get there first? It is Guygasm, but picking it up is Vacant. Vacant now in space, not under any pressure, but the two from Tint are flying in. Breezebo now has space. Breezebo looking to pass. Breezebo passing to Sniper, and Sniper shoots one in.
Yeah, again, some good moves here. Just right place to receive that very gentle pass that just careened up towards him. Found the goal despite being stunned right at the last second there, and ties it up. 6 minutes left.
Passes over to Rad. Rad Nathan P. Nathan P passes over to Shady. Shady with the shot off the ding ring, and it looks like Guygasm will pick it up on the back line.
White Dragon as well there, so guys splitting off to mid lane, spacing the floor pretty well. See Pawn streaming there saying this stuff is so fun to watch, and yeah, it's so fun to cast, so fun to play. Basically, it's so fun, just in general. And good to see Pawn stream in here as the shot might go with another alley-oop from Guy to Shady to the goal and up 2.
Shady dunking it in with a little bit of style. Bringing there is no team up by 2. Some beautiful passing, really great offensive set there by Tint.
And on this rollout here to that tunnel, Breezebo unable to wrangle that disc, so Guy takes it over and slaps it the way of White Dragon, who is in the bubble, has to deal with a few different defenders there inside, and will not be able to act accordingly. Just too many numbers going against them. That said, Guy with another recovery, back to the trap, and the stacks coming in hot and furious as Breeze now looking for that just roller of a clear that does go perfectly to Sniper before being stunned and stolen from by Dragon.
Great defense there, but Vacant on the back line swooping in like a shark, and it will be picked up by Guy again. Now back to Vacant. Vacant is working his way. Oh, can't quite connect with the pass to Breezebo, and the disc will be loose. White Dragon will pick it up and send it through.
Okay, so back to the stacks here. That's going to go pretty close to the goal. Got to be careful of that. So very fortunate for Phoenix as they try and regain control. The stack seemingly very delayed in the back line. Perhaps just now waiting. Once they saw that the disc was going to be caught, they just kind of waited to regather themselves just a little bit before Breeze tries to hit Sniper, but right back to them, and the disc reset out to that back line.
You set out to the back line. Hiding there is Guygasm, though. Like a little snuffleupagus, sends it over. It goes into the right side of the arena. The disc is now bouncing around on the floor. Sniper now picks it up, passes it through, and it will be picked up again on the back line by Shady. He gets stunned out and passed over to Vacant on the back line. So some back line passing, although frontline player picking it up. Breezebo, decides for the pass over to Monster. Monster loses it. Oh, what an opportunity there missed by Phoenix.
And that shot is nearly in as well. That clear, rather, are going to be grabbed here by Shady just on the outer edge of the fingertips. Got the reach outside that bubble. Has Nathan on the floor. They're up by 2 with 3 minutes left. And clever sneak in there, by the way, Doc. I got to say, this stuff, I'm loving this. But Sniper is going to send that deep on that bounce. Could it be? Maybe even on the rebound. The rebounds, but no, taken by White Dragon.
Oh, stolen by Sniper and sent in. Wow, what a steal.
Well, that was most unexpected and yet most pertinent. Right back at it. Last couple minutes of play, 2.5 of round 2. Looking kind of similar to what we saw towards the end of the first. It is evened up now. Once again, that's been actually the story of this entire round. It was just tie after tie, and with that, Nathan having it stolen. There's Monster. Gotta be careful because that is gonna go off the corner into maybe a rebound and a shot if they're not there in time. White Dragon opting to dive and was the right move as they will at least get the clear and enable the defense to take position.
So Sniper with 2 minutes left. It's a tie game. It's anyone's ball game. Oh, Monster electing for the shot, but doesn't have a great angle and misses it there. Maybe the pass would have been more effective there, but Sniper picking it back up, passing it over to Vacant. Vacant over to Breezebo. Can't quite connect. Monster now with the opportunity. It'll get stolen and sent out toward mid.
All right, getting into that period of time where we mentioned it in the last matches and such, right? You get to these final minutes, every single move, every single turnover, score, save, or otherwise is absolutely vital to the outcome of this match. Obviously, Tint won that first round 9-6 in overtime at that off of a epic bounce shot. Trying to avoid an overtime here for Phoenix. They would just rather take this away and force that round 3 real soon. Oh, the shot, though. Miscommunication. Someone left, and Vacant found the space. How fitting.
Wow. Phoenix taking the lead with only a minute left. Still plenty of time to either tie the game or go ahead for Tint. But they're definitely going to be feeling a little bit of pressure here, Palidore.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, again, crunch time. I mean, there's a little bit of a buffer for Tint. They know that they did win the first round, so this is not going to spell doom for them, but it's not going to spell very good news for their efforts if they have to go to a round 3, because Phoenix will definitely be feeling pretty good and feeling like they have, the momentum of the round, of the match in their favor, and that's the kind of thing you want to deny. Right now, trying to go for that passing play that we've seen them execute to such success, at least in the opening minutes that first round, but we just haven't seen quite as much of it as of the last few minutes as they do try for it right there. The power! Shady puts it home. I think we're going to an OT again.
Wow. Double OT. Second OT of the night. Let's see who ends up taking this one. Obviously, Phoenix has got to score if they want to send it to 3. Tint, as you say, just as much not wanting it to go to a round 3. So I think we're going to see a lot of action. I have a feeling that the overtime may not last too long.
Yeah, we shall see. Sometimes they do end rather quickly, but yeah, double OT in this round, that is to say, and this is, 007, absolutely killer of a match. So seeing if they can spy that disc, Guy just missed, but it will be a blitzing stack from Nathan and a tap back to Vacant, and Vacant looking for the tunnel before maybe a little bit of a dribble, but now it's let loose, and in the deep back lane will be Shady to maybe deny, but now Vacant right at the end is gonna capture that and then snag. Big one from White Dragon.
Really big steal by White Dragon. That was a dangerous opportunity for Phoenix. The disc is now bouncing around in the orange bubble, but it will be Sniper picking it up and looking to reset for Phoenix.
And some back passing here and forward again. So rolling it all around and just trying to find their angles. They don't want to risk these turnovers, but there it is. Beautifully read from Guy, hiding behind the bow tie like a professional, wearing that, and now trying to maybe proclaim the sweep. The goal is open, but no, Monster, a big grab and a clear again.
Wow, what a save. I'm not quite sure if that was going in, but it definitely had a chance. And Monster with the monster save again. Shady electing to go back toward goal instead of for the disc. Let's see if it works out. He does get stunned out by Breezebow, and Sniper sends it in to take the round for Phoenix and send us to round 3.
Wow, so after OT in round 1, OT in round 2, we got a round 3, maybe even an OT in round 3. That is a big return, and not getting discouraged by that narrow loss in the first round for Phoenix. Fantastic job, and bothersome on that goalie Shady for them to be able to capture that win, force it to a third. Tremendous matches here tonight, I must say.
Yeah, and that was a really tough call by Shady. Maybe could have gotten to the disc, but electing to go back to goal instead, and ended up getting stunned out and obviously giving up the goal there. Those are the kind of small decisions that are so difficult to make in Echo Arena, especially when you're all alone. You're not moving fast. You see the disc go past you. You see another team player from the opposite team moving faster toward the disc, and you have to make those split-second decisions on what to do, and didn't quite work out there, but they're going to look to bounce back in round 3.
Pardon me, I had to make a split-second decision to hydrate, courtesy of Crazy Kid there. Much needed after some of this excitement here tonight. It can't not get hyped when you see overtimes again and again, and round 3s again and again. So guess what? We are going back again to a third round. Here on stream, VRML Channel 1. It's been fun, it's been frantic, and here we go. First launch, Guy able to take that first, and this time getting that disc.
Guy now with the disc, working on the left side, passes over to the right shoulder. Oh, just missing it, but picking it up is Nathan P. And what a save. Immediate action again, Palidore, in round 3.
Oh, absolutely. White Dragon now down to the floor. Nobody home. Shady was bothered by Vacant. Vacant getting a clear. Sniper, Vacant, and Co. all launching down the floor, but a turnover and rolls it over for the dunker. Right through from Nathan to Shady.
Shady with a little bit of a smooth dunk. Not sure if it was a slam, but it was definitely smooth, and it definitely brought There Is No Team up by 2 to start the scoring in round 3.
All right, and now launching out Vacant, passing it to that tunnel, but a lot of speed from, once again, Tint, and almost the shot, the rebound here, that second boosted pair coming in hot, but unable to find it either.
Yeah, just barely missing that shot there, but picked up by White Dragon. White Dragon will pass back to Nathan P., who, wow, sends it through. And I guess that was that Guy sending it over, and Vacant nearly with the save, but Tint now up by 4.
Yeah, so close. We saw one of those earlier, in the earlier rounds, Shady getting that save, I think, to open up the second, perhaps it was, and still kind of dragging it in. Same kind of thing, or similar thing here, where near save, but no go, so kind of cancels each other out by the end of the day. That set off the Nuggets. That play will be taken back. Another attempt, and suddenly, in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, they've already gotten 3 straight goals in succession for Tint.
Yeah, that defensive stack pressure has been really nice. Phoenix just missing some passes, and Tint scooping it up with their stack, swooping in, and they haven't quite made the long shots, but they have made the short shots, and they're now up by 6.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, needing to score again, not give it too much momentum back. I mean, I give full credit to Tint, because you'd figure that Phoenix were feeling definitely the most the most rhythm. You know, they were most in a groove to end that round, coming off that win. And yet here comes Tint, kind of awaken a sleeping dragon, a sleeping white dragon, even as the case may be. But will be snagged by Gygasm, and that's out of there, back to the wedge.
Disc is now bouncing around. Sniper picks it up. A Sniper over to Vacant. Vacant looks to pass along the floor, but everyone is under pressure. And Tint now sends it over. They do have their stack together sooner. Their stack is moving. The goal is open, but recovering quickly. Passing over, and Gygasm sends it in. So immediately up by 8.
Yeah, they're starting to really pile it on. These are one of the moments where if there's another score, I mean, if it gets blown up to 10 points, we could very well be looking at a snowball of a third round. This is the kind of dangerous momentum on a team. You know when they get in those modes. We've seen it from a lot of teams. We've seen it certainly at the master tier at times, you know, from those offensive juggernauts, you know, like your Jokers and like your Spaghettis and such, where it's just too many points too fast is going to spell doom for Phoenix if they can't recover here.
Absolutely. There's still 6.5 minutes left, plenty of time. But yeah, when you're getting shots rained in on you like that, it just does begin to wear on your morale. And just like that, White Dragon's going to have another opportunity. Not going to miss that one. White Dragon taking it off the shield, sending it in for 3. So they're up by 11 now.
And let me remind you folks at home too. Round 1, 9 points was scored, 9-6. Round 2 was 10-8. So 4 minutes exactly into round 3 now. Tint has already blown their last scores out of the water at 11, and they still got more than half of this match to play, more than half of this round to play. That is serious business.
Totally, Palidore, but as they say, if you're going to be down big, it's good to be down big early, and there's still plenty of time for Phoenix to recover, although Tint really making their moves right now. Shady can't quite connect on that pass. Let's see if this can be a moment when Phoenix does get the disc back and, can't quite get the clear there, so the stack has to recover in. Nathan P. now working along the floor. Nathan P. Ooh.
Oh, that was slick. What a move. Right at the last second. Look at this replay, too. That was Nathan, the shot attempt. Guy, the guarantee, with no space whatsoever, but perfectly grabbed and placed in the shortest of ranges. That was nice.
Really nice, and with half of the round gone, as you said, Tint already up by 13, already eclipsing their scores from the both previous rounds. Passing over to Gygasm, they have the disc again. Passing it over to White Dragon, can't quite get there. Out of goal is the goalie there, and what a save by Monster. That would have been an immediate goal again, but picked up on the back line by Shady.
And Sniper just as well, so an exchange of possessions will eventually get back to White Dragon, but the question is for how long? The goal is about to be covered, and will be eventually Shady getting back there. They might have that alley-oop play, but now opting to split out and just kind of, reset. Try to look for a higher percentage play, but did not take too long before they found the Dragon. And 15 points unanswered.
Really beautiful moves there. Not sure who it was on the floor who was kind of a 1-on-3 situation, but close to the goal. That could have been an attempted shot. Instead, it was a back pass that led back into a bubble pass, and then a pretty easy finish, or at least a lot easier finish than that original one. So again, yeah, sometimes it's better to go backwards in this game rather than going forwards, and making those decisions is a big part of leveling up and getting better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, I mean, Tint is definitely showing it. They've gotten better and better every week now. They've been, like I said, started off slow, admittedly, in the season. I think they would acknowledge that themselves. It didn't take long. These last few weeks, they've really been impressing on streams, getting it back together. I mean, their team play has been pretty insane on the whole in this game. They are just connecting on passes, connecting on their stacks, and really finding that patience, that calmness, despite all the craziness that happens in the high APM action of Echo.
Absolutely, and for those that don't know, if they get up by 20, this round will immediately end. That's considered a mercy. So Phoenix looking to not only save their chances, but save their self-respect. And just like that, Sniper getting Phoenix on the board for 2.
Yeah, I really like that delivery as well. Look at that. Just a very, very soft one. Just sling it kind of Frisbee style, it looked like. And Sniper putting it home. So at least getting some points on the board now, even with the match a bit out of hand with 2:25 remaining.
It is a bit out of hand, but Phoenix now with some pressure. They're not giving up. Vacant now looking to get the disc, but it will be Breezebo picking it up, looking to pass it over. Oh, can't quite connect with Monster. It'll be on the floor, and White Dragon tapping it out, but picking it immediately up is Monster, and stealing it again is White Dragon. So beautiful defense there from There Is No Team.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, props to Phoenix too, because yeah, they are not giving up. They're still playing hard here and trying to recover some way, somehow. And with the point totals certainly mattering for sure. And again, just the being able to go from match to match and have a good week-long rhythm and things like that over the course of the season. You still want to always execute to your best, and even when things are out of hand. And that's what Phoenix is trying to do here, as they do cause a few turnovers and might have an opportune moment, but no moment is lost to Nathan. We saw this in overtime in the first round, but couldn't make it there.
I thought that was going to be a repeat there, but doesn't connect there. The disc is bouncing out and moving at the same speed as Shady. It's just barely stretching out, just almost there. Oh, that was comical. I absolutely hate it when that happens to me, but passing it over and stealing it there is Guygasm.
Now, how tempted do you think Shady was to take just one little step? But maybe you just wanted to set a good example for the folks at home as it finds a home for Guy.
Guy picking it up, putting it in. This round is over mathematically, but as you say, Phoenix looking to continue their teamwork, just continue to flex their muscle, so they feel good going out. Even if they can't maybe win this game, they definitely can feel good about going into the next game, and that's what they appear to be doing. Although some errant passing there leads to Shady with a shot, and that will end the game with a mercy. 22-2 in round 3 for Tint.
Still took till pretty much the final moments of that game, the final minutes with that. Tint, a powerhouse in round 3 without a doubt, claiming that win after back-to-back overtimes in rounds 1 and 2. Just came stampeding out the gates in round 3 and never looked back. With that, we're going to go to the score screen here in just a quick second. We do have another game that may or may not have even started already. I'm not quite sure. Was Femboys and Glizzy Gobblers, I do believe. So I got some invites. We're going to send you to the score screen and be back with that really shortly, hopefully. And dodging, juking, looking for the passing play perhaps, but unfortunately no one in the lane that Anubis was looking for. But with that, Ghost Duck trying to tap it off, and in the trap, Tuna Fish and Caesar contesting. But Caesar making a Caesar salad out of that, and oh my goodness, again, Caesar! All the way from Rome.
Pass to Zenith, and Kango's really taking their time here with the bounce passes. Oh, and the really slick pass, and eventually ending up in a goal for Kango early. Strembitsky.
Caps are not able to get there. Oh, that's
Oh, hold on, Dimween! Hold on, Dimween! It's a shot from Ender, way deep down, 54. What a hit! That was crazy.
It's got to be a record.
So Charlie 13 now with it, sending it across to Swift. Swift trying to find him and finding Alikos. Alikos making an attempt happen and making that goal on the top pocket.
The disc gets over to Mozzie here. Mozzie going for a cross the single shot, and single shot, just looking for a single shot and puts it in with 8 meters per second on the shot.
Forced to. They're going to be forced to compete up against them. If they want to have a chance, they got to improve. They got to get good enough to beat the likes of.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. We're going right back to it. I know the prediction stuff. I'll get that to you in a second. Yeah, we have, again, another match straight underway. Femboys versus Glizzy Gobblers here on Channel 1. About to begin. And, yeah, your third match in a row in this block. On the whole, we've had something more like, I think, 6 perhaps, extending to kind of the pre-prime time streams. My thanks, of course, these teams for waiting. They did not have to, certainly, but glad that they did, so we get to see the entire game from the beginning to the end, and we're about to start here. Give me just a moment, and I will also get you guys your much valued, hold on, because it could be a high-value target on the goal should have that headbutt joust play off, and, well, Draco will deny it. And now, maybe a minute to get this going. Let's see here. All right, you got 2 minutes to vote. There's your predictions. Oh, no, never mind. I messed up. Lizzie and Femboys there. 2 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, pardon me. I am now running solo on this stream. So with that, we're good. Get your votes in. Oh, apparently not. I'm getting errors now. Well, never mind. Maybe you don't get predictions. It's telling me no. That said, over to Stoompa here for Femboys. They got the disc. I wonder if it has to do with the team names here. Does Twitch not like it? Here. Try this. Yep, that was it. Twitch apparently doesn't like the names. That said, now you can vote. FFB being Femboys. With that now, it's going to be Femboys on the recovery here. Grabbing it is going to be Jonah. Jonah with that disc, and kind of a hot back pass there. That could have been dangerous, but will be taken by Stoompa. Not too much of an issue at the end of the day. That's it. Another turnover over to the outer edge of the bubble. Going to get lost right near the boots and snagged back, and then back again to Stoompa. Scoreless here to start this one. This is following our There Is No Team match versus Phoenix. I mean, back-to-back overtimes across the rounds, but right on time is Champion, and right on the right side of the head of the goalie. Almost knocking the screws loose, the bolts loose, I guess, a little bit.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crazy Kit saying, hydrate, I shall try. But it is prime time, and we are in that big-time rush. But got all these games in a row, of course. You know, the break week coming up this coming week. Monday through Friday, so there'll be time for caster recovery and whatnot, but figure there's so many great games happening this weekend, we'll get as many of them as we possibly can, as that goes right back to the bubble, and an opportunity maybe for another score. Champion VR with a disc, anchoring around, finding that open player. It's Neat, and it is, yeah, Neat, on that pass. Champion to Neat, that is, and 4 points on the board for the Gobblers.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And tea has been drunk. It's been a long night. I've drank the tea, and right now trying to maybe score another goal, but couldn't find it. Thanks for the redemption on that, by the way. Again, keeping me as healthy at least as I can be. But Stoompa with the pass over to Jonah, and Jonah from the pack has to be careful because of Neat and Champion again, causing a little bit of trouble, but not too bad as it goes through that tunnel. Set to Beast AXZ. The Draco over in the goal, just kind of waiting the offensive approach and waiting for his teammates to get back into the goal. Stoompa taking that, passing it over to Jonah. Jonah contested a little bit there, by Wills. And a pass, oh, very tightly woven, tightly strung, but getting loose now for Femboys on the first couple of points. That was a really nice play and not a lot of space. Look at this replay here. The defender was right there. I mean, had that been just a little bit off by an inch, that would have definitely been a turnover instead. So great play to get themselves on the board here in round 1. So now back to Jonah. An opportunity to get back on the offense again, maybe tie it up, take a lead. Deep clear out to some players in the lane, but not really hitting either one of them. They'll still recover. There's Beast turning around quickly. Immediate delivery to Jonah, so you know the communication is on point. And there's 2 more of them on that note. Tied up 4-4. Now, all meanwhile, I want to give another shout out as well, of course, to our new moderators, because I've been seeing them throughout the streams today. Of course, Arrow Knight, we saw them saw literally Arrow Knight on the stream, playing for Wrath in that phenomenal game versus Synapse to start off this block. Of course, Captain Wigglepants, saw Wigglepants in there, and Akeika Hashi, Higashi, excuse me. And again, if I mispronounce that, scold me badly, but I'm pretty sure I said it right that time, yeah? I hope so. But yeah, really glad to have our new moderators on the board here, joining up, and now trying to join into the goal, but just past the bottom of the feet of Stoompa as he was stunned, and nonetheless, so back to the midfield, taken by Wills, and Wills avoiding Beast. Back to the bubble, taken by Jonah, and Jonah back down to Cats, and a lot of back-to-back pinging and ponging between these two teams as they just try to get it outside of the orange side of the floor. A lot of great passing, I will say. Continuing here, I mean, that is a lot of passes all up in a row. But just as they about cross that midline, it gets back into the midst, potentially there, of Gobblers. But no, it's taken back by Beast. Beast has that open goal, but couldn't punish. Wigglepants in there with the hellos and the hearts. Many hearts for our mod team. With that pass here to Beast. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Some sauce on that from Cats. What a dog. Cat dog. Anyone watch that? One of my favorites. Look at that. 19 meters per second. That was there was some anger behind that, I feel like. Rest in peace, Angry Cat. A citizen of Arizona, where I live. For those who remember Angry Cat. But that said, that was a very angry Cats on that attack. With it will be Wills. Back to the midfield, taken by Neat. Neat from the station. And saying pronunciation on point. Higashi, fine too. Great. Glad to hear. And in the clear off of that bounce out of the bubble will be Cats contesting. Neat trying to squeak that through. A couple players on the floor. Beast, though, backing it out to Cats, and here they go once again. So bouncing into that bubble and bouncing right up into maybe the goal. Almost. Wow. Rebound Jonah, and Jonah off the Kona, I guess. 8-4. Nice hit there from the top. I mean, that, first of all, that clear was so, look at that, so nearly in the goal. But a nice touch from Jonah, not giving up on the play and just finding that soft touch. As I've often said, not the easiest thing to do for all players, at least. I was never great at backboard shots in general. I was no QL Young, believe me. Far from it. I was just Pally old when I came to those shots, or Pally cold, I guess. That said, over here, it's a very nice delivery and a slapper of a shot from Wills off of Neat's bling. 15 meters a second on that, but not wasting time. Definitely aware had Wills held that disc for all too long. Very liable to be dove upon by that goalkeeper, so just got rid of it quickly and accurately at that. Yeah, Angry Cat, I know I saw some people talk about Arizona and asking me some questions there in that last stream. I don't currently haven't pulled up anymore, but someone had asked about the weather here in AZ and whatnot. It's been weird, hasn't it? But no, it hasn't hailed or snowed or anything where I live. Just to answer that question from a little earlier on. Kind of cool to see some Echo players actually living in my state now, because it used to be I was pretty much the only player in all of Echo Arena that I knew of, at least, who was living in Arizona, but not anymore. There's a good handful of players now, so that's always cool. Draco with the back out, or actually the clear out, I should say, playing that back lane, gets stunned, and this is going to enable Cats to recover for Femboys, up by 2 points, 8-6. Last minute of the first round of action here. And really could go either way. Score here would be very pertinent for the side of Femboys, but unable to actually get the grab. Go off into the tunnel, but grabbed by Stumpa with some time to spare as well. Crossing it over to Beast. And Beast over to Jonah. So Jonah now gonna send it, but actually good grab from Champion. Champion getting stunned, but at least will enable his team maybe to get this disc. No, instead back to Jonah. And Jonah again resetting. Love these resets we're seeing. We've seen them on the orange side of the floor and the blue side of the floor, but really all the way through. Femboys have been playing very controlled, or at least trying to do so. Now, Glizzy Gobbler's not making it easy. They need to cause a turnover, and they need to make it happen now. There it is. But will they actually get the grab? Yes, they will. So, speaking of, there's Wills. Couldn't find the clear. That's another clear attempt. But now the stacks need to gather, and they are not quite there, but doesn't matter because a leech coming through. There's Draco passing it off. Could it be another OT? Yes, baby, it is. Champion BR. And that makes a third OT out of the last 4 rounds here on stream. We're doing it again, ladies and gents. And you wonder why I come here to cast these long blocks, even with a half-dead voice. Wonder no more. We got it again. Overtime. Femboys and Glizzy Gobblers. Let's see. Out the gates fast and headbutting it right back into the tunnel. That's going to be grabbed eventually by Beast. Beast getting stunned, so Beast being put on the leash, but Cat off the leash, now trying to attack there as they unleash that shot into the goal. Nobody home, but unfortunately, that disc is not in the place it needed to be. Stumpa with that recovery from the midfield and trying to yield their team here in overtime. This sudden death play as they try to fight for their lives in this first round. There's a pass, there's a dive, and they indeed stay alive back into the midfield, and they're going to get the grab, they're going to get the shots, but it is not there as Jonah is able to recover, but coming in hot off that stack of that boost off the leech. It's back into the floor for Stumpa. And now back here to Beast. Beast into Stumpa again and patiently playing on their passing and slowing it down briefly. And now back into the action. 1 minute left in overtime. It's going to be taken here by Jonah. Jonah needing to find a player to pass it off to before the defense collapse. Stumpa forwarding it to Beast. Beast, though, now from Wills being stunned and stolen. Cleared as well. The stacks coming in quickly for both teams. And Champion there, but stunned from Jonah. Nice one. Nice stun. Back into the midfield, taken back by Beast. This is unbelievably competitive. That shot off the Nuggets, so they'll overshoot. That could have been the guarantee that they needed. They were there, but then suddenly the disc was not. So with that, it floats back into the wall, and 24 seconds left. We're at a threat of double OT at this point. Trying to find position. Oh, need to be careful. That diver from the barriers. Jonah takes the disc. Jonah looking for a clear down midfield. Unbelievable. 10 seconds left. Somebody needing to make a play happen as that deep throw into the back line. That's going to bounce, be snagged by Stumpa, and Stumpa will guarantee us double OT. Not often you get to say that. Not often at all. What a match and what a start to this one. Now I'm extra glad that these teams waited for the last one to end before starting, because otherwise we may have missed this. Unbelievable. Double overtime, ladies and gentlemen, here on VRML Channel 1. Almost ends in a flurry there off that joust. That said, grabbed by Femboys, slung to the back line, but nobody there. So this will open things up for Neat. Neat eyeing it down and trying to get maybe a rebound now. All the players piling up. A big stun from Draco. Oh my goodness, it's not there. It was there and then it wasn't. Playing Houdini inside the goal. And it's back to the side of Femboys. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that didn't even go in. That was just right there. At this point, I'm expecting a triple overtime. These players trying their hardest to get something going. Glizzy Gobblers with another possession trying to make up for that mishandle whatever it was that happened. The point is, they gotta wipe it off the slate because they are still in this game and they still have a chance in this sudden death overtime. Oh, but a big snag taken right back by Draco. So down midfield it goes, up at the top of the ramp, trying to dodge and evade that defender as Will sends it right to the back, but some good stuns coming out. Brawling was Cats along with Champion, so continuing to just clap back on the defensive end. Deep heave, they need to dive on that, they do not, and as a result, the shot, Champion, and it is in. Wow. Double overtime goes the way of Glizzy Gobblers. And those players, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted to take a few minutes here or just take a drink. Double OT, no doubt compounded by that heavy, heavy pressure that both teams had to have been feeling. That was ridiculous. Again, not often you see a double overtime, and we were almost gonna see a triple overtime at that rate. I mean, it was getting crazy. But with that said, yeah, off to the score screen here. Take a look at that in a second. I think, as I kind of mentioned at the end, there was that really long pass that resulted in the goal, but because it was so long, that was the one mistake that basically paved the way for Glizzy to find the win at the end. Is that pass was long, but it wasn't dove on by any of the defenders in the goal. Definitely a diveable one. It was slow enough and it was close enough, but because they allowed that disc to reach the backboard, well, that was all she wrote in that round. Of course, as I always say, I'm just casted. You know, it's much easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. It's easy to point it out when I'm not in the hot seat in double overtime. But we all know, anyone who's played Echo and anyone who's played sports, you know that when the blood is flowing and things are getting crazy, it is very easy to just, you know, one single mistake, and then as a result, boom. But with that said, round two, hoping for something just as competitive after that double OT thriller. And launching here, Glizzy Gobblers with that first win. Looking to do it again, rolling up the floor. Draco crossing it over. There's Neat, but not down. Easy street as they were met by, I think, Stoompa on the save, but there were a lot of players all up in the way, including that stack that we're seeing just get down in a hurry. Look at that. That is tremendous speed and a tremendous 3 for Beast. But that stack, that was very impressive. Did you see those? First of all, it was the stack that helped bother that offensive drive from Gobblers, because that punch came in to kind of break things free, knock him loose. And then once that clear went out, they just changed their direction immediately and did that little dribble all the way down the floor in no time at all. And they got the score as a result. Now that said, just a one-on-one here. Not able to finish it, however, for Wills, but they're going to get the rebound. Draco now finding that crossover to Neat. Neat in the vicinity, but a little out the reach. Good stack back into the rebound, and Wills. A crossover with a bit too much heat, so now resulting in a small pile up between these two players as it gets flung into the trap, or trapped into the trap rather, and these teams now, 3 players, all for Glizzy, kind of arriving at the same time. And the trouble with that is they didn't have passing avenues because of that. So now for Femboys, seeing if they can maybe capture some momentum back. But instead, just right back to Wills. To the top here, taken by Draco. Draco weaving and bobbing, but instead bobbing for those apples, and it's Cat getting a snag on the disc. But with that, Wills right back to the uncovered Draco. So out of the stun, and then back into the goal for their first one in this round. 3-2.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome also Mr. Christian into the chat, Tambourine. You have been seen, and I'm glad to have you on the stream as AXZ takes it away. We've seen this story unfold here for Femboys all throughout, where even on their own side of the arena, when they get that disc, they are playing quite patiently, and that's something I noticed as well in the other couple of matches that I casted of theirs in the prior weeks. They definitely put in some impressively patient play to buy them some great opportunities. And you love to see a team able to execute that at any level. And here, trying to do just that, despite the fact that that overtime loss happened in round 1. They are still sticking true to their game. That's another thing you like to see. You know, you make adjustments if you need to when necessary, but if you're feeling confident in your game plan still, which I think they should be on the whole, no need to change what isn't necessarily broken. That slow play and those passes were definitely getting them a lot of great looks in that first round, and they're trying to do it again here, getting a great look with a speed, and somehow through all of the forest of defenders using great force was Jonah. How about that? I have no idea how Jonah got that through, because look at this traffic here. I mean, got down first, but I mean, just absolutely surrounded, but somehow found the cracks in the defense. Nice decisive drive. I guess you could even say the drive to drive, but with that, Draco, the disc here inverted. Cat's trying to defend. Over to Wills from the bow tie, and Wills to the root. From the root to the boot to the back, but right back at them with a grab was Jonah. Still yet though, finding it, and again, this time Beast. Beautiful defense from Femboys. Very destructive as these teams try to space out here. There's Draco with a disc at the trap. Now trying to do of their own slow play and trying to find their angles, seeing if they can read this defense and somehow find those cracks as well. But will be grabbed here from Wills. Wills a tap off and a little bit of an up and then under. And they're only under by 1 now, 5-4. The last of my cold tea is about to finish now. Thank you for that. And over here to Beast is taking the disc and sending it to Cats. Got 5 minutes remaining in round 2. After that double OT in round 1. And now a stun to round it off as Wills backs it out to Draco, who did not have much time because there were 2 defenders in the area, but they still get it through. Wills with that send off into the midfield, but again, there's that stack, which has been, by my eyes anyway, by my eyes and by my measure, that Femboy stack has been notably quicker here in this round. Seemingly just turning it up another notch. Now, they're still obviously prioritizing some of these slow crosses over in the midfield to work it up the floor, but when it has come time for those clears and those boosts, they've been pretty quick on the recoveries a lot of these times. Look at this. This is perfect on the passing. And just being undone by the defense at the very end. Otherwise, man, that was some phenomenal passing. The full 80-meter extension of the floor just about. Lining it up, now knocking it down, being knocked down rather. Cats, and not happy about that one. Trying to shake it off and shake into the stacks really quick. There it is again. Jonah gets back. Maybe a clear attempt here going to be picked by Wills. The angle is open for maybe a goal, but now defense covering as it takes place inside the goal. See Arbiter in there cheering on Glizzy and seeing if that maybe provides them the 2. Anchoring it down was neat. 7 meters deep. So not quite able to hit the 3-point shot, but just on the line, towing the line. And hey, with that, Arbiter cheering Gobblers into the lead, potentially. A nice anchor play to take that lead back again. 3 minutes left, and if there's a time to take a lead in this round for the first time, definitely here towards the end for Glizzy. They're going to be glad to see that. Cats as well there, with a second or 2 to spare, but some very nice coverage once again from the defense, pressuring out and really just keeping the players on their toes, not giving them too much time or space. Now a little bit of a mishandling there. Will bounce the way of the midfielder. Taken by Stumpa. Stumpa over to that cross and right back again, but kind of threw it just as Cats was leaving that anchor, it looked like. Cats or Jonah. And with that, it sails into the blue, or into the mid zone for blue. That's a male slot, a little bit off, but the rebound might be there. Instead, taken up by the ceiling, Jonah. At least slapping it to the wedge, maybe giving teammates here on Femboys a chance to get into the defense, if not recover completely. And it will indeed be Gobblers back at the offense. It seems both teams getting a little bit disarrayed here with some of these passes. So it's just trying to find a little bit of rhythm. That said, that's a nice grab from Cats deep down that mail slot, but the mail not found. The rebound maybe indeed will be had by Stumpa. One in the goal. They've got the numbers. They should be pressing this, and they're trying to do just that with that great pass to the finish. Stumpa the beast. And after just grabbing that rebound, taking a quick breath, saw that, hey, we got to take this here and now before the defense gets back into the goal. Had the numbers and made the best of it. They're back up by 1 point. I mean, we're at the point. 1 minute 35 seconds left in round 2. And by all accounts, could be looking at another overtime. Should the pace continue and should the trend continue from the last couple of matches here on stream. With that, Wills with the disc. Working it in and working it out. Stumpa doing the dirty work but couldn't get it twice. Oh, that is tough. That is a huge shot from Glizzy after some stalwart defense from Stumpa. People mentioning in the chat, someone a while back saying how Stumpa is just cracked in the goal, and indeed, we're seeing some cracked shots and some really nice saves, but it's always those putbacks that just kind of kill you sometimes as a goalie. They never love to see them go, but certainly for the offense you will. And right here, Jonah on the roots. Jonah, the woven pass to Cats, had to try and maneuver that between a pair of defenders kind of in the lanes. Will not buy them that opportunity. The clock's winding down, 30 seconds left. So needing to score rather desperately now. Could even take a win if they get those stacks. I mentioned those stacks from the side of Femboys were very hot to start this round, but now are being kind of left in the dust there in the midfield. They do not have time to be sitting there. They need to stack. They need to get double stacks at that. They cannot afford to just watch Draco drain the clock. Oh, big grab there. Huge grab, in fact. That shot is just going to be off. 5 seconds left. A rebound, maybe. But, the time is over. And the round in a sweep from Glizzy Gobblers. Almost a heroic steal and shot at the end from Femboys, but could not quite get that one through. And that's when you got to go back to the fact that it mentioned the stacks. They needed double stacks with that time winding down. Now, had there been a second stack in the back line for Femboys, they very well likely would have had a recovery on that missed shot. So it's those little tiny things, like I mentioned, I think that cost both the rounds here, both rounds 1 and 2, to go against Femboys, who, again, played phenomenally. There were some, again, just amazing plays being shown by all parties involved here. In terms of when you get down to it, when you watch over the VOD reviews and stuff and get down to it, it's literally those tiny things at the very end of those rounds that they were punished for from Glizzy Gobblers, who got the job done 8-7 by the end of that. I'll take you to the score screen here in a second. I'm not sure if... Let me check. The match that we were supposed to stream next had waited or not. Okay, yeah, so it looks like on Channel 2 they did indeed start about 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna get you guys rated over to Channel 2 probably in a second here, because we do have that High Voltage versus Rusty Robots match. I will get you guys your points, however, in the meantime, of course. And it looks like, as far as the prediction goes, a little bit of an upset as well. 3 people voting for Glizzy and 7 for Femboys here, so some people about to get paid a little bit. And there you go. But yeah, so with that, since Channel 2 is being streamed to, I'm quite sure, let me raid you guys over there in a second. As far as matches here on Channel 1, I am not positive. Oh, might have heard Dimwee there for a second. We may have some more in a little bit, but that will be it, at least for the next short while I kind of realign myself with the schedule. And here you go, send you guys off on a raid to Channel 2 for you guys who want to see that Diamond Tier match between Rusty Robots and High Voltage. Definitely a hotly anticipated one. So sending you guys over there now, but for those who remain here for the next minute or so, I'll read the stats in a second as we initiate that raid. There we go. But otherwise, the stats here for Femboys, it was 5 points for AXD Beast, 2 assists, 1 save, 21 stuns. Jonah, 5 with the 8 points, 2 saves, 3 steals, 38 stuns. Stumpa with an assist, 3 saves, and 24 stuns. And Cats with the 2 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 1 steal, and 27 stuns. Meanwhile, for Glizzy Gobblers, the victors here after a tenacious effort in round 1, double overtime, and then down to the wire in round 2. It was Champion with the 6 points, 1 assist, 3 steals, 43 stuns. Neat had 6 points, 2 assists, 15 stuns. Wills with the 4 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, and 16 stuns. And Draco Mako making out with the 2 points, 3 assists, 2 saves, and 34 stuns. But a fantastic game. You can see again not a big separation on the points total, not big separation on stuns really. Or really any of the categories. I mean, 60% steals going the way of Gobblers and assists as well, 62%. But I mean, a lot of these stats pretty dang close, hence the results that we saw with the overtimes and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, I think just the minor mistakes, which kind of turned into costly mistakes there, and Gobblers were able to finish it off. But Femboys, not again. 8-4 is their record. I mean, that is still tremendous, no doubt. Glizzy Gobblers, they're going to go to 8-1. Tremendous in their own right. So fantastic effort all around. That was a fun match to watch. Thanks to those teams, again, for waiting when they didn't necessarily have to. Glad we got to stream it. But yeah, anyway, for now, I'm going to end this stream, however, and take a look at the schedule. Pay attention to the chat and to the Discords, and I might stream some more in a little bit, but for now, that's it. I've been Palidore. Thanks to DocEducation for joining me for a lot of those matches earlier on. Everyone else, yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other, and I'll see you again pretty soon.
We're underway.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.